Today, I finally tried the meta deck that actually is way more fun than I ever expected, and you will see the full journey exactly as I played it with ups and downs, and I'll tell you man, this deck is kinda fire. Alright guys, so we will start with the bat, and today's deck is actually a meta deck, so I yoinked the deck list, and this one has like 54% win rate on average, so this is a deck that will basically rank you up, and it's kinda interesting, so we'll try it today. I guess we can go with, well, we have a basic, so we can play this. We don't need the mana on this turn, so we can just go this. Yep, we take the damage. So basically the idea of the whole deck is about flyers. We have a lot of creatures that just, you know, amplify the whole board. We even have the answer to Badger, and I would go harder on this, but we'll talk about it later. And we can get rid of the Badger. And we could airbend it. Right? It can be a creature, but we'll see. First we swing and we see what we get. We want to get into Exemplar so we can start drawing cards because we live game. So that's kind of cool interaction. And we could do it now. Let's go. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. See? Well, no creatures and no ramp. So even though we could go for the Badger, unfortunately the Badger has this type of ability that they get more value if they replay it. So then they replay it again for 2 mana, and then they get another land, so you know they could get way more ramp this way. Here at least they cannot use the land for double mana, and you know, oh, this is such a bait, man. Listen, like they must have something. Okay, I will chicken out, because usually I notice that nobody actually bluffs unless they have the play. So if we can just continue doing what we are doing, we should be completely fine here. We have blue, so let's go for white here. I would just go Exemplar, man. Because when we start drawing cards, like, man, we will just win the race. Especially that we bounce this one creature and suddenly they have less than normally. I don't think they can block this. Yep, so we live gain, we get the counter, we get the card, and now you, man, if we can beat the Badger, oh, that's such a good start. And this is, by the way, your turn 1 play that is like most of the deck is just built around using Momo because the card is insane. Alright, so they, man, imagine if they had all this ramp from Badger without airbending. Like, that would be such a different game. We can play this. We can even put the counter. Alright, guys. This is huge. We can try to win 9 damage. Wait. I think this, you know, does the whole winning thing. Swing? Seems like a good idea. I think this should be a perfect lethal, right? I mean, guys, this is a good start. Let's freaking go. Alright, guys. I think it's not worth to play the tap land. You know what, we have so many white spells that we'll start with this one. We probably, not sure if we take less pain, but it should be the same amount than just going starting down every turn. The faster you play it, the more you can use it, you know? And man, this is looking decent already. Let's go starting town. We also don't show the mana. We can take the pain here, just for the surprise. We could also just shelter this. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I'm not sure if that's the right call, because of course there is a chance they have like tragic trajectory and they actually can kill it on the next turn, but I think it's worth the risk. And it still taps them fully. Town Greeter, fine. Man, this is what we need. And this is the cool part. Now we untap, we have Aang. I think we play tap lands later, man. Like, we need to make as many plays as possible. Alright. Only first one, so we can make only one play. Each of your turns. Oh, that's a sketchy one. I think we just go Exemplar then. Yeah, let's go. And this is so good, because we are already drawing cards and dealing massive damage. Like, massive because 3, but also we prepare for the next turn swing, which is even better. We don't get Aang, but I think we can tank this one turn. They still need the setup because we remove the roots. Man, it's going amazing so far. Yeah, they are helping. Our opponent is helping as much as he can, you know? Alright, I feel it's worth it to start with Starting Town because of the name, you know? Like, it's Starting Town. That means you need to start with it. That was a great joke to start the game. So, we actually have double 1-drop in a way, so I think we can afford it. So we go for this. And then it doesn't hurt as much, then we can go Sheltered and into Aang. Probably later. Obviously, we kinda got hit by all the tap lands here, so that slows us down a little bit. And I think we have to answer it. Like, I think it's too deadly for now. It's a little bit scary because they can try to kill us, and we cannot Aang unless they miss this turn. But let's go. And the run from elves helps them so much. This would be so much easier to handle on the next turn. But you know, it's fine. I hope we can. I hope we can still tank it. All right. So this will be a bit of a combo deck, you know. They will warp. Warping is still casting, right? You may cast a card with warp. We could also go for this. Oh man, this is so tempting. Can we survive whatever they have in stock for us, or just go Aang? Oh man, I should never play it probably. Let's play it. I honestly think it's a bad decision, but guys, I will draw more cards. And we also get the counters, which still makes it hard to kill, you know? Like, the fact that you have this setup and then you can hold Aang is like the key to success. But can we tank this one turn? I have no idea. This could be absolute blowout or absolute success. And I have no idea which one. I honestly think this is a bad play because you give up all the control over the game. But hopefully we can make it work. Alright. We still live gain, so we get cards. I mean, guys, I'll take it. They can... Did they lose life on this turn? I'm not sure. I mean... Didn't really do much. Okay, so... Okay, this is a discount, not gives mana, because there's a very similar effect for life gain in Azorius. I wanted to make a deck with it, but, you know, there's never a good time. We could go with this, but it's not good enough, I feel. 7, so 9 damage, not enough. We probably need Aang. I mean, let's just swing. This is their big turn, and we need to try to counter it. We could also pump with this land, but we always miss some damage. Not the craziest card ever. I really hope for a 2-drop in our 1 and 2-drop deck, you know? That's a big deal, because now we have nothing to defend, and we only have 1 play, but it's still enough. It's still enough. Man, honestly, maybe I should mulligan it, but I generally don't like mulliganing. So, unless I absolutely have to, like, this is playable hand, especially on the play. You kinda, you know, get this 1 mana advantage in a way, so 3-drop is actually a little bit faster. Oh my, are you serious, bro? Well, that was the one reason I kept this hand. Well, now it's a disastrous draw. Okay, now it's better. So what will we go for? We could go Exemplar on the next turn. I think it's worth it, man. We don't get the life gain yet. But I think having the chance of discounting... Like, right now they need another... Okay, man, this is perfect. We actually don't need more. Okay, this was basically a whiff. And this is... Man, look at this. This is so cool. We need to play more with this card. But that being said... I mean, it has to be Exemplar. They know about it, by the way. Clue. It's not good. I mean, this is the best play. I think they're waiting with removal for it, but still that means that Momo will survive, deal some damage, give us more discounts. We're not on our best draw. I think that we will lose this game because we are with 0 cards against black removal deck, you know? Alright, we are not live gain. Man, we needed something that live gains, like Sheltered even. That's a very bad situation. I think we won't win because we only have 1 card that matters, and we are matched with deck that does nothing except killing creatures and destroying the hand. So I think they will destroy a creature. So this will die probably, and then we are left with basically 2/2 of stats, and that's it. So, you know, I think this will be one of those games, you know, guys? Okay. If they don't have removal for Exemplar, Bro, everything except land is great then. And we won't keep cards, like we are just taking all the damage. You know what? You know what? I'll take it. Whenever you gain life, put a counter. So we could already gain life with this guy. And hit for one more. Or we can wait with this, which is really nice. Well, we get 2 more damage this way. And we can even try to play something. Man, this is a hard choice. Do we really want this 2 damage? I think we swing, man. I honestly think we go like this. Because this is our only play. I don't want to waste it. Like, after we do this, we can draw 2 lands, and that might be the whole game. So we need to make sure we at least get the full value of this card. I mean, I think it's good. I think it was the best decision of my freaking life. We live again? Yes, it is nice! And they don't know how much pain this decision cost us. It seems like it was easy, but it was not easy indeed. So we can swing. That's a lethal probably. So this is what? 6, 7. Yeah, I mean we'll play this. I appreciate it, man. We'll play this, keep the original, and pump everything and kill them. Alright, so our opponent cracked the Fabled Passage on turn 1 for a swamp. And we are here with Momo. On the draw, but still with a decent hand. We have probably 1 land to mana. Let's see the removal. Alright, Virtue. Okay, whenever you see Virtue, you kind of think that it's like a heavy control. And remember when I said that we have 1 land too much? Well, now we have 2. Not looking great, honestly. Airbender Ascension. This is a bit of a whiff, to be honest. So this might be our opening to get a little bit into the game. 2 lands from the top. Perfect. I need few more. This is turn 3, so let's go for this one. It will pain us, but at least we know that we'll never get a tap land if we don't want to. Because this can be untapped and this also can be untapped. However, you don't need 6 mana on 10 cards. Like, we're doing 60% lands, which is insanity. Alright, remove our target. I hope they will miss on the lands, but doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, like, we are having very below average draw here. And they are having a pretty solid one. So I think what we can do here... I mean, it has to be sheltered into the bat. Like, it has to be. I guess we target this because this is better creature. So we kind of want to always even out the creatures. If you have a great creature and a bad creature, you want to make both of them, you know, similar good creatures. Then your opponent doesn't have a clear removal target. We life gain, we don't have, you know, the angel, so we don't draw cards. But at least we started some damage. I don't think it will be enough. If they played this, I would expect maybe even the cover up. They play some creatures, so it's a weird deck. I'm not sure exactly what is the ratio of removal and control in this deck and aggro, because this is more of an aggro card, this is more of a control card. Unless they maybe use it as removal and nothing more. Like, you know, instead of shoot the sheriff, because it has the second mode as the win con. I mean, it kind of makes sense here, because Virtue costs 7 mana, but with Chocobo, you have more mana than normally. They probably also play Badgers and Ascensions. So then they can use it as a win con later. So maybe it's just 4 off as a removal and nothing more. And the rest is just landfall. I think that makes the most sense. Man, this is looking cool. I didn't see this one in a very long time. Alright, back to the game. 4/4 Trampler. On the bright side, we don't really need to defend. Sheltered is a very powerful you know, spell here. We could also go for the temple and pump everything. I honestly like it even more. Yeah, they don't have anything. I think it's so worth it, man. We also life gain more. Look at this swing, man. Okay, like, they started strong, but after we solved the Chocobo, suddenly they dropped on power, like, really hard. And I think if they are indeed a landfall deck, they don't play sweepers, hopefully. At first I thought it's just Golgari control, you know, with some ramp. But here I really hope it's not the cover up. Like, they play a lot of creatures themselves, so hopefully they don't go for this game plan. And I mean, we kinda... See, that's what you get for trying to guess the consistent strategy. So it's half control, half landfall. Alright. Alright. That was... like, you kinda need to take the gamble on those hands. And I mean, if you miss, that's devastating. Usually don't see those kinds of plays here. Because usually we try to predict them, and most of the time we hit, we know what we are playing against. But if you miss and you misidentify the deck completely, I mean, this is what you get. But honestly, I think it was still the right play. You cannot really know if they play it or not, and the deck kinda makes more sense with only this as a removal. So yeah, we still have a bit of a shot with this Eagle. But I don't think it's enough, man. Like, they can just play Virtue, honestly. And we won't kill them on the next turn. Yeah, this is not good enough. Oh, man, what can... Do they have a fly? Well, they have flyers. Here they are. Full graveyard of flyers. Oh, boy. So I think the only play that makes sense is this. We miss 1 damage, but we get extra creature on the next turn. Which means that if they have 1 blocker, one of those creatures goes through and finishes the job. Guys, this is literally the best I have. They cannot remove any of those creatures, and they cannot play a flyer. It is possible. Oh, they live gain 2? We can tank 1 creature, but no more. Yeah, this is literally like landfall deck with sweepers and removal. So, normally not what you play around. Oh man, we'll miss. They have exactly 1 too much life. At least, maybe... Oh, they get another counter? Oh man, this is so close, but it won't be enough, I feel. We are so close, man. We're literally 1 damage off, 2nd turn in a row. I think they see it coming, right? But it's always better to try to ambush with this. So of course, if they see the pump, they cannot block this. They have to block this. And then our creature doesn't die. And Hydra maybe doesn't kill us? Bro, really? Don't tell me they didn't see it. What? Wait, that would be lethal? Oh well, then I didn't see it coming. I guess this was lethal then, right? If they blocked here, that would be... Oh my... I thought they are 1 damage off. You know, we still make the same play, but I thought it's not as close as it was. So, 13 damage... Wait, do we win? Bro, I think we win. I think after all of this, we still win this. This is a better pump. No, this is better. This is better, because it also pumps Momo. Like extra on top of the rest, and we also live gain. So this is the best. I think that should be enough. They didn't have removal before. Oh my god. No way we won this, man. No way. After deadly cover-up, completely out of nowhere. I'll take it. Alright, so I'll be honest. This is not a great hand, especially on the draw. So I'm a little bit concerned about this one. Celestia, it's probably a landfall deck. Usually whenever you see Celestia, it's like mono green with lands. Oh, this is very different. Alright. We take the damage. At least we have some life gain. But man, it will hurt. And this is why I said that the draw isn't great. This is not the play you want to make on turn 2, guys. We should draw a 2-drop on turn 2. Like, it's common sense. So it's not over, but we are playing from behind here. Not only we lost full turn on being on the draw, which is devastating, but also we kinda missed a 2-drop. So not great. This is a bit of a weaker play, so hopefully you can recover, but it has reach. So it will still be a little bit annoying. We definitely play this, and what is the play? We can pump everything, but they still trade, so not a big difference unless they don't block. We could also just Aang. And this is actually perfect, right? Because we push more damage, we get the blocker, and we kinda get the best value out of this card we could ever get. Let's go. I think this is decent. And it also helps us to race. So this is the start of our, you know, revenge arc. Early game was in favor of our opponent by a mile. Now we are trying to recover. Alright, Badger. I mean, this is why we have Clarion Conqueror. Because it disables activated abilities of creatures. All of them. But let's see. Maybe I should... No, I think it was still worth it to play Aang first. Of course, this is going absolutely over the line. Yeah, they just... Bro, they just spamming 8 drops on... on this turn. Yep. Classic turn 4 of standard. Turn 4 of standard, around 60 damage with haste, trample. Yep, don't be on the draw, guys. Don't be on the draw. You know what? It's not mono red. I'll give our opponent some fun with big numbers. Let's get some critical hits on this one. Alright, guys, this is such a hard choice. I will give us a chance at rolling untapped land. This draw can be perfect, but we need untapped land or our opponent to not play a spell. You know what? I'll take it. This is actually decent. Do they have a stab? Nope. So we played the tap land. We didn't waste the turn, which is massive. I really like this draw. Not untapped land, but, you know, second close. And let's see if they go... Oh, man. Oh, they won't like... Come on. How? I thought it's over. Alright, so we can make many plays on this turn. However... So the Eagle is the most, like, damage efficient, but I think against this we actually want Sheltered. Because we need to stop the ramp. This is mono black Hedron deck with Ugins probably. And that's the only build that really uses it. And they use Iron Crack so they can ramp into Hedron faster. And then they can get Ugin extremely quickly. We saw that they didn't have 1 mana black removal earlier. So hopefully Momo survives this turn, as we can see. It did. So if we can buy some turns, that would be great. This is legendary, it is. Oh man, and now, well, now the fun stops. We are life gaining potentially, what, 4? So we cannot trigger... Oh, this is so close, man. We could hit the Tome, but it's not great, honestly. We probably want to hit Hedron, which means that on this turn we go for the Eagle. Not the play I really wanted to make, but I think this is the only play. We're kinda mana screwed, so, you know, we're on this side. Wait, did I miss it? No, it was 3 plus 1, so it was 4. Alright, I was like, did I miss that this has lifelink? No, oh man, this will be close. We are entering the stage when they could do absolutely nasty things to us. And not deadly cover up yet. Alright, this is the least nasty thing ever, because they actually cannot do anything, Aang. So they know the deck. I can respect that. That means they know exactly the whole build, because we didn't show Aang so far. So they want to get rid of counter spells for the next turn, and we probably need to kill them on this turn, I would guess. I think on the next turn we will be losing the game with Deadly Cover-Up. And this is why it was so important to get rid of the ramp, so they cannot get into those big answers in time. And that's why Ancient Vendetta is a super cool card, I love it, but you know, sometimes it just absolutely bites you. Okay, we absolutely pay. So this is 7 damage, we need to add 3 more to this. How do we do it the best? We can go this and this, it's +2, so it's 5, 9 damage. Man, will we be 1 mana short? I cannot play 3 different creatures. Sorry bro, I need to think. I don't think there's lethal here. I think we actually cannot get it. The best is probably this, but they will sweep it. Yeah, we can deal exactly 9, which is not enough, man. I will still go for it. But man... And we make Angel at the end step. Wait! Wait! No, we can play... don't know what to say. So it's 8. We can go to 9, but that's it. They will be at 2, so I guess we prepare for wave 2 after Deadly Cover-Up. Sorry, bro, I really need to not miss it. I don't believe there's any chance of lethal here. Literally. Alright, that means a swing. We get the Angel, you know, it's still a decent attack. They will get the Iron Crack back. Unfortunately, they see every single card we have, so they know what we'll do on the next turns. But at least we make the Angel, we force a Sweeper. And that was the missing damage, but of course we get it at the end step. And after the combat phase, because first we need to live gain. So they need to deadly cover up. They didn't upkeep Scry, so that makes me think that they have everything. Like, if they search for something, they miss the upkeep Scry. And they absolutely should do it. Alright, I guess we'll win. They didn't hit a land or deadly cover up. Alright guys, a lot to talk about because I will show you the results for this one. For me, this is also a full meta deck. I yoinked it from the decklist. However, I changed one card because I absolutely didn't like the original, and I think we made it a little bit better. And yeah, we had a wild run with this one, but about all of this later, because for now, our absolute legend for today is Pixel Means, and my friend, you got probably one of the most fun meta decks that just keep, you know, slapping the ladder, so I hope you enjoyed this one. The Azula deck is still somewhere there, alright? I will get to it, I just cannot find the right build. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. It's very appreciated. So what is the card that we changed? Clarion Conqueror. Previously it was this, you know, saga that, you know, from the saga cycle, and the white one was something that I don't like. I've read this card multiple times and it just doesn't feel like best of one card to me too much. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Conqueror shutting down the Badgers and all the shenanigans like this, you know, prevents activation of any abilities. Like, it doesn't have conditions, it's just, you know, it shuts down way more than you think when you start playing with this. And it's a cool 3/3 dragon, it also has flying, so very good synergy with Momo. And it's kind of weird because we have like birds, angels, you know, some allies, so we don't really go with a tribe, even though our tribe is flyers, you know. So yeah, and about the score, you will see them on the screen. I will show you, but I think it was 6-1 or something like this. Man, I was so mad that I lost this 1k. I wanted to have a flawless score, but you know, this one has to do for today. So this is one of the decks that if you play a lot, you will always rank up. It has, I believe, on average 54% win rate in like over 1000 games, something like this. So, you know, one of the decks to switch it up and play a little bit of control-ish game plan with some, you know, fresh aggro basically. I like Exemplar in this deck, very cool idea, and of course Momo is synergizing with the rest, giving way more power than you should have at this point of the game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to all the patrons that allow us to, you know, do every day a single different deck, and sometimes just yoink them. So thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you had a lot of fun today, and yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.